All right, let's see if we got the stream up. All right, perfect. We got the stream up. Great. Fantastic. All right, let's get restream. All right, there we go. Tubs are updated. That is Gucci, and we're ready. Okay. Let's see. Nasdaq Composite is seeing some friction this morning, trading down roughly 0.16%, around 23,066. Well, no, that was 24,805. For the NQ futures traders, we are seeing a wobble as the market digests yesterday's massive jobs report and this morning's fresh data. Key levels to keep an eye on is the 200 and today's pivot levels, with the volatility coming off of earnings and the opening range breakout. But that was a good one. If you traded the orb this morning, you would have definitely gotten a killer trade out of it this morning. I will say that, because you would have broken right there. The first test, and then that second one that it just gave it up and it just was nonstop. That was the trade right there. That's sick. Seems like investors are pushing rate cuts further out to July. Did you guys see that? Yeah, I saw that on Polymart. The odds on the rate cuts were going up or going down. Well, I guess they were going in favor of there not being a cut. Was higher. Yeah, that's the better way to put it. Still dealing with jobless cuts. Sorry, team. It's just, we're in that choppy session because it is the midday, so the morning trades have already happened. So it's just one of those that we're just kind of just waiting to see if we're either going to break this level to the upside or the downside. Really, you got to wait and see if we can get below 24,803 or if we can get above 24,921. So those would be the two areas of interest for me right now in the market, is if we can get outside of either of those ranges. Otherwise, we're just going to consolidate here for New York lunch. We do lose a lot of volume during this time of day. Looks like silver might even be an inch and further down. Oh, I didn't get chat up. I don't have chat up right now. How's everybody doing in Discord today? Everybody doing all right? Everybody green? I'm sure a ton of you all should be green this morning. Those bangers again. I was insane. What did he close out at? day. I like the sizing that Mike takes. It's good stuff. That one. Okay, good. All right, all my chats are up. Yeah, so we got the holiday next week. So I guess we are going to have kind of a muted week next week, right? Didn't even realize that. Let's put up the disclaimer. Get that over with. Since we are live now. Swap over to the hot sheets. Perfect. This consolidation is going to be a nightmare. UBS Wealth Management sees S&P reaching 7,700 by year end. Wow. Another 1,000 points to the upside. That's crazy. Well, it's working. So, woo-wee. So it seems like AI trade is seeing some rotation today following a flurry of earnings, right? We've got AMD, NVIDIA news up 1%, risk on sentiment returning to chip sector. NVIDIA remains the key move on NQ right now. You could see that today in the session because we had a pretty nasty sell off on NVIDIA. Dragging Nasdaq significantly lower, but tech sector as a whole, you got Cisco down 7%, got App down 6%, MU, SNDK up actually. So Micron is starting to gain volume with the production of the HBM4 chips, right? Those are coming out. So those are meeting the AI demand. That's probably the other side of the AI bubble. And then MVCR, which is a massive Nasdaq mover, following FDA approval for that pancreatic cancer treatment. So they're up 34% for the day. They're gonna break this bear flag. Yeah, a lot of volatility in the market. Also Bitcoin still holding below 70K. So it's also having a disappointing week. Robinhood is down 9%, but that's just crypto affecting them. They're so heavy in the crypto space. That really just hurts them. VIX trading near 17. What is the VIX sitting at right now? Let's take a look at it. VIX is at $20 right now, 20.09. Got a pretty massive fall to come out. Yeah, we're probably going to see more downside on this. It looks like they're already pushing it. Wow. That's insane. Yeah, how much further are they going to sell us during New York lunch? Not a lot of volume. That seemed to say I'm looking at M&Q, not even Nasdaq. Yeah, it does look like silver is starting to catch a bid now. trying to break to the upside. Oh, we're still. Let's see. It's incredible that we breached the 25K. I didn't think we would breach it. Really, RQ? Really? Okay. Okay. Hey, you know what? I am not judging, broski. I am not judging. There's that rejection just when I said it on silver. I was like, oh, look, it might be bouncing. Negatory. Yep. It looks like the market did bounce for macadamia nuts. You're right, Ted. We didn't breach it. We jammed it down. Yeah, Steve is looking a little suspicious over there. I see him flicking his chart. He's trying to throw us off. $888 looks super silly today. Well, we're at 888 now. The bid is happening now. Well, looks like it was the right time to get out of that silver short. I kind of am tempted to try to attempt a long here. We're over the 9. We're testing the 26. Let's add on with the single MNQ con. If I need to, I can stack on it. Let's see if this next 3-minute candle will hold up and push us above. That's what I'm looking for. I want to see if we can get this candle to push upward. Russell's starting to move up. Let me turn on my. What happened to my news feed? That just froze up on me. Okay, that's not frozen anymore. Thank goodness. Come on, let's go. Let's get that mean reversion. Come on, let's do it. Come on, Bulls. 4 minutes away from the bottom of the hour. Will leave us like 30 minutes left in New York lunch. So don't forget, we've got institutional buyers out of the market, a little less volume. So can lead to sometimes some chop, but then sometimes, we can get some kind of mean reversion or a move on the market that retail might decide to do for us. So let's see what happens here. They're trying. The Bulls are trying. Not succeeding for the time being, though. There she goes. Come on, push. You can do it. Bears are running. It does look like it, Nacho. Are they going to break? I think the Bears have already eaten today. I think it's time for the Bulls to step in and show these Bears what they can do. Let's see what we can do. I mean, we got a long road to go. I mean, if we wanted to get up to the opening range break on NQ, that would put us roughly at 25,260. I mean, that's a crazy move. That just happens to be where the 200 is on the 3. With the single MNQ con, that'll make us about $738. Put the stop below that prior wick. Wow. Omaro, what did you miss? Mike calling the sell-off of the century. A massive sell-off with Mike orchestrating the downside move beautifully, man. Surgically calling out level by level. So he did a great job this morning. Made everybody a bunch of money. Nacho's almost getting his Lambo. Okay, Nacho's not getting his Lambo. You paper-handed that short. Oh my goodness. Don't let Ace hear you say that. If Ace hears you say that, game over, bro. Oh man, and he's in here too. He is in here. He might have already heard you say it. I'm not gonna lie, I paper-handed as well. I messed up on yeah. If I was still in my trades, I'd be up like, oh my god, crazy amounts right now. But hey, you know what? That's the market. You know, we give a little to make a lot, right? Oh yeah, look at that. That's not bad. That's not bad. You're 1,020, 1,016 away from passing, huh? Well, good luck, Nacho. You passed that thing. You passed that eval, bro. I see that we've had a pretty decent group inside the after hours trading with Coach Breezy and Coach BluSky. So there was like 16 people in the after hours session. That's phenomenal. That's great. That's great. Coach Breezy is awesome. And BluSky, you know, trading gold in the Asia, say less. We sure did almost have 60 people. You know, on some of the streams the past few days, we've had a little over 200 viewers on some of the streams. You know that? Yeah, we got some insane views. Let's see. I actually got to update one of the titles for one of these. Yep, I got to update this one. All right, perfect. Let me get this guy and ban him with the spam. Right? Yeah. Definitely an easy $200 with them. Blasky's wild, man. His trades are insane. Yeah, yesterday, what, 188 views. That's what I had. Oh, well, we're getting a ton of views is on X. X is where we're getting a ton of views. I wish the viewers out there would engage with us a little, though. You know, say something, say hello, pop in, ask a question. Let's see. All right, Nasdaq trade is holding up. Thank goodness. Why are we not live on? We're not live right now on the Nas or on the X. Why are we not live on X?